Sure. My name is Skylar Thomas. I work for MapR. I am a principal engineer there, and I live in San Jose. Right now, we're building a ML and AI environment for Kubernetes. And the coolest thing about it is about 5 years ago, I left IBM to start a startup that was focused on healthcare. I had a younger sister that passed away from heart disease and medical mistakes. And I wanted to see at the time whether we could use machine learning and scale big data and Internet of Things watches with heart rates to see if we could find out when people were beginning to have health problems and encourage them to go to their doctor. At the time, it was really hard to build systems that allowed data scientists to experiment and play and see if there was really a signal in the data and try lots of different approaches. Today, with Kubernetes, I think we're at a point in time that is very possible, and that's why I'm really excited about the stuff I'm doing. It's something I had hoped to build a couple of years ago, but we're finally at a point with technology where it's possible. That's hard. They're all really great. Data pipelines and software architecture are probably the ones that appeal the most. So a lot of my talk today was about data scientists are a really unusual breed of user for IT systems. Data scientists are called scientists for a reason. They actually have to experiment and try different things, and cookie cutter software is really hard for them to use. They have to be in charge of what they're building. At the same time, the types of workloads that they're building mean that you don't just want to give every data scientist millions and millions of dollars of hardware to use how he wants. You'd like to be more efficient. That creates a lot of challenges for IT. And so some of the best practices that I recommended today were taking advantage of some of the native features in Kubernetes, things like namespaces and resource quotas, things like Kubernetes operators, to make those two worlds fit together a lot better. I've seen a lot of talks today on a lot of different areas of Kubernetes. One of the cool things about Kubernetes today is that it's growing so fast, and there's so many different ways to use things and so many ideas. We're really in the early days of a new way of doing computing, and so going around to a lot of the Kubernetes talks here and seeing what everybody is coming up with is really eye-opening and kind of groundbreaking. I think I started out doing small talk forever, and my first experience with Scala was about 6 or 7 years ago when I started doing a lot of AI and ML work. And Scala was a language that Scala was a language that allowed me to build workloads that were interesting. And I think that's one of the cool things about Scala. That's not fair. There are too many. Really too many. I don't want to leave somebody out.
Right, yeah.